Morning, guys. I'm gonna do whispering for this intro because Dana is still upstairs sleeping. I've been up since about 5:30. I'm in the basement. I'm going to finally finish the last tiny bit of painting I have, and then I'm going to start cleaning a little bit because we have our guests showing up and I don't know how early they will be. And when Dana gets up, I'd like to just go to the grocery store and chill. Hello guys, so it is like 2 or 3 hours later from the last clip, so I can actually talk with my full voice because Dana has been up for a little bit. I finished painting the basement. Let me show you. I feel very accomplished, and my hand also hurts very much because I used a paintbrush for all of it. But that was the corner I was finishing previously. We moved our bookshelf from the office down here, and we just put all of our games, like our card games and stuff. And then you guys already saw that. I straightened up a little bit. Still need to vacuum thoroughly, but that's a complete mess, but that's okay. And still some stuff going on there. And then we're gonna probably burn that wood that you see right there tonight because I would like to have a bonfire as a family. We've not gotten word from Chad that they've left yet, but knowing him, they will be here between 11 and 1, which is good. It's like 8:30 right now. So we're gonna go to the grocery store and get some things for today and tomorrow, for dinner, for drinking, etc. After that, when we get home, we just have a little bit of straightening to do. Hello guys. We just got back from the grocery store. Got the things we need for the weekend. And Dana and I are gonna clean and straighten up a bit until they arrive, which we don't even know if they're on their way or not because they haven't let us know. So I don't know what kind of time we're playing with here. So right now I'm making a devil's chocolate cheesecake. So it's triple chocolate. There's chocolate Oreo pie crust, and then I'm making from scratch cheesecake filling, which you use melted chocolate and cocoa powder. And then I'm gonna make a ganache that goes over the top of that. So I'm probably not gonna show all the steps because I know we'll be filming a lot of other things today. But if you're interested in the recipe, I can link the Pinterest down below. I'm kind of improvising though. I'm not using a springform pan, and I'm not making the crust myself because I'm trying to basically do it as quick as I can, and it's just unnecessary mess and cost. So what I'm doing, because I have to compensate for the size difference, form pan allows for you to make a deeper cheesecake so it rises higher, and the crust I have is smaller. This is like a 7-inch, whereas the one that they call for is 9-inch. So what I'm doing is just cutting everything in half. So the recipe I'm just cutting in half. Makes it easier, cooks faster. How's the cheesecake?
It's like chocolate pudding.
But better, like more decadent.
Oh.
Okay. Cheesecake just came out of the oven. Let me show it to you. It's going to rest a little bit, so it has cracked at the top, which is fine, not a big deal to me. Once it settles, we won't be able to tell that much. Also, I'm covering it with homemade chocolate stout ganache. Yes, I did say stout. I'm going to put a little bit of beer in my ganache when I melt the chocolate to add a little bit of sweetness, but also like a bitterness, because I don't want this dessert to be too rich and decadent and sweet. So I think maybe this stout will actually enhance the flavor, but it might also be because I want to like put some beer in there, but who knows. That is what I'm doing. I just finished some editing. Dana finished cleaning the kitchen for me, and now we're just waiting. It is a little bit after 1, so they should be here in 20 minutes to a half hour. Dana is shoveling, so he shoveled the deck, and then he shoveled the walkway and put salt down because we don't want Mom Wrench to slip or fall. Well, really anybody, but we gotta be a little more careful with her. But yeah, once they get here, I will pick the camera back up. Okay, so here's the ganache. pretty simple ganache. It is just melted semi-sweet chocolate chips with a little bit of butter, about a tablespoon worth, and then I put some heavy whipping cream. And that's the gist. Very simple. Just put it in a pan. It's easier to do a double boiler system so that you don't burn the chocolate, but as long as you work quickly, you could just use a regular saucepan, which is what I did. And then I just marinated the steak. I had a video, I don't even know how long ago, but I had a couple of people tell me they wanted to know my steak recipe for like what I did to do the rub because it looked good, but I went too fast. I didn't know if anyone would really care, so I did a time lapse so you could barely tell, but I have a couple of things I use typically, and it depends. I like to use coffee grounds. You don't actually taste them. It actually just adds a little bit of meatiness to it, I guess. It pulls out some of the things and the flavors naturally that's in steak or in red meat, and it burns off on the grill. So you're not gonna have a coffee flavored steak, but it definitely makes it more juicy and kind of seasons it, helps tenderize it as well. I use kosher salt and then the coffee rub, and then I usually put a little bit of olive oil, rub that, let that marinate. If I need to tenderize it, I'll do that. After I've done that, then I'll add smokehouse maple, which is delicious. Like I said in a couple videos too, Montreal steak seasoning, I literally use it for everything. And then sometimes if I don't want to use those two, I'll just use the Montreal or Grill Mates steak rub, which is kind of like combining both of those things into one. And then either minced or fresh garlic, and then Big Boy branded seasoning salt. For some reason it's just better. And then I'll do peppercorn, like cracked pepper. And that's it. And then sometimes Dana will brush butter on the steaks when he's cooking them. Like tonight we're having sirloins. So they're very thick and they're pretty big. So he may end up wanting melted butter when he grills. Alright guys, our guests have been here for a long time. I'm not going to film a ton because we're just spending time together. But Dana's about to make mini beers. We're watching A Walk in the Woods, one of our favorite movies. We went on a hike and Dana saw a ton of bear trail, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like how much would you say?
A lot. And there's more than one bear.
You think so? Like, does it look like a baby and a mom?
There's larger prints and then smaller prints right next to each other.
On the actual trail?
On the trail. And the reason I know they're bears is
well, you can tell.
Yeah, but there's no human prints around, so it's definitely not a dog or anything like that.
How close to our house? Because we're Red Trail right here.
Well, they started here and then they veer off the
That's
path.
what we thought. That checks with what we dealt with that night.
But yeah, they're coming into the street to get garbage.
Okay, so I'm drinking this Big Mountain Pale Ale. It's part of the Alaskan Brewing discontinued 12-pack we got. It had like 4 different pale ales or IPAs. And Dana can have it. I do not like it. I know that it's aged, so it tastes a little bit like more bitter and more hoppy than it should be for a pale ale, especially because it's like 5.7% ABV, and it doesn't list any IBUs, but I gave it a 2.7 out of 5 on Untapped, so if that tells you anything. I'm still going to drink it, but I'm not into it. Nope, not my thing. Not dark enough. Nope, nope, nope. You being the grill master out here?
Trying.
Dana is getting the fire started right now. I just set up some chairs. You're gonna spend some time around the bonfire. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure if you haven't already, you hit that subscribe button. It's a red button down in one of these corners. Smash the bell. It tells you every single time we post. We post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. It helps a ton, and it lets us know what content you're enjoying. Otherwise, have a wonderful night, and cheers.
Cheers.